Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, today I want to talk about the Bitcoin price drop, the BCH hard fork, and stablecoins, how they may be impacting the price of crypto out here. But first, let me shout out all my Champagne Crypto maniac boomers out there in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. I see you guys tuning in out there. We're getting hit with IEDs. Internet's slow today, but we will continue to kaboom worldwide. Make sure you're touching the buttons right now, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here daily. I see Jacob, Marlon Jones, and Jim in the population of the chat box. Make sure you're touching the buttons right now. Boomers, I see all you maniacs. Today we'll be talking about this price drop. We're getting hit and attacked on the left and right flank right now. Price has dropped since yesterday, now at the $5,400 range. How long will this occur, and will Bitcoin's price ever come up? Jacob's asking, and we'll be addressing that there in the population of the chat box. Indeed, make sure you're touching the buttons. I know the live stream health here appears to be in the yellow right now. I see Cliff Martin's out there. I see the rest of the boomers congregating here in the population in the chat box. Let me know if I'm tuned in correctly, if the live stream's going right. I see Marlon Jones, Cliff Martin. Okay, now we're back in the green out there after getting hit with a few grenades out here. We were under attack out there, and now we are back on the green indeed. Back in the green indeed. I see Sori and George. Good morning to you. Good morning to you indeed. The rest of the boomers are congregating here in the population of the chat box as Champagne gets his things together here after we got knocked offline for a quick second. But the live stream health appears to be back in the green. Guys, if you're just tuning in, it's the voice here. We're going to be talking about the Bitcoin price drop, the Bitcoin Cash hard fork, the quarrel that's going on out there, stable coins, and how they may impact the crypto markets out here. Cliff, I see you. Revolutionist, I see you. Toronto, I see you. D-Rock, I see you. And now it looks like the stream is getting back in the green here, and we're up and running. Baby Bear Cubs are shaking out there, says Toronto Crypto. Indeed, they are. We're going to be talking about the price, how long we're going to be here around this $5,000 range. What's going on here with this hard fork? Bitcoin Cash is hard forking today, and less than an hour, if I'm not mistaken. There's going to be forking to Bitcoin ABC and Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. We're going to be talking about all the negativity that has brought here to the market and how we could channel that energy into something positive. The Sprinkler Ninja, I see you out there. Toronto Crypto, I see you. Cliff Martin, kaboom, 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 enjoying the dollar cost averaging. The boomers are in the building, and I'll tell you, if you're not ready to step on a landmine, lose a few limbs out there, perhaps you're still a baby bear cub on the field and you're not ready to hodl the crypto bits all the way to the kaboom, to the 2020 halvening and beyond out there. This is just a small bump in the road out there. We will continue to be productive and build with the best of them and continue to move this line forward. Marlon Jones says he's been hodling a little fiat for a few months, waiting for capitulation. Capitulation must happen for bull to be reborn. The bull will be reborn sooner than later. I do think it's going to take, you know, some time. We're going to have to wait some there. The MSM's been touting, okay, they've been touting that things are going to be booming at the end of the year in Q1, and I told you guys I didn't believe that. And then look what happened. Now we're on attack on the left flank, and we're going to be talking about what are the reasons that this may be happening, how we could adjust our bags, what we should do or shouldn't do. We'll talk about it and give our personal opinions rather than advice, because we're not crypto pros, but we're crypto maniac boomers here in the front line. Sergio Castro, kaboom. D-Rock, kaboom. Sprinkler Ninja, kaboom. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys and see how healthy these markets are looking today. Let me go ahead and share the screen, and there it is. Turn off these coins. Boom. All right. And check out cryptocurrency market caps. See today's mathematics after we are under attack. Market at $181 billion on the market cap. Some of the lowest market cap values that I've seen all year. I think this is probably the lowest. It's been all of 2018. You got Bitcoin at 55.38 55.38. Ripple, trash. Ethereum at 176. Bitcoin Cash is also down after it's going to hard fork today into Bitcoin ABC and Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. Stellar at 22 cents. EOS at 448. Litecoin at 42. Tether at 98 cents. I want to talk about these stable coins. Okay, I think everybody's focused on the Bitcoin Cash hard fork, and I think we may be sleeping on something with these stable coins here. I want to give you guys an idea, a thought that I have out there. Stay tuned in. Cardano at 6 cents. Monero at $85. Tron at 1 penny. Wow, Tron losing out there. IOTA, 41 cents. Dash, 133 in Binance Coin. Look at the big hitters out here. NASDAQ coin. This one right here, I thought it was a NASDAQ coin when I first saw it, but I looked into it. It's not. Okay. MAOC, I don't know. But check this out. USD coin, True USD, DAI. And these are stable coins. Okay. I want to talk about the stable coins first. I was going to talk about the Bitcoin Cash hard fork, but let's talk about these stable coins because this is the thought that I had here in my mind this morning. Look at all these stable coins that have came into the market. Okay. Well, everybody's talking about Bitcoin Cash. Have we realized that these funny bunny entities are just creating stable coins arguably out of thin air? Now, they say that they may be backed by USD. Okay. But from my understanding is that none of these coins are mineable. Okay, could you mine Tether? I don't know. Can you mine True USD or USD coin? Is there any proof of work to the value of these coins? Okay, so what I'm seeing is that we got a bunch of new stable coins. Everybody here is, not maybe everybody. Let me back up there. A majority of the people in the crypto game are excited about stable coins. And what we may not be realizing, or what they may not be realizing, is that this could be counterfeit crypto. Okay, this could be straight up counterfeit crypto. They could be using it and, flooding the market with it and buying up more bits with this funny bunny crypto out there. And furthermore, because there's funny bunny crypto, there is no incentive for these financial legacy institutions to inject real fiat into the game. Okay, because now they're playing with funny bunny USD, funny bunny True USD, Paxos. Look at these coins. This is a bunch of stable coins. Gemini Dollar, States. I've never seen these coins. I mean, I obviously have now, but what's going on? Marlon Jones says, I'm a big believer in Masternode. I know that, Marlon. D-Rock says, protect your Bitcoin. Joey Alex says, champ, I'm not buying these funny bunny stable coins. Neither am I, Joey. Okay, everybody's talking about how the Bitcoin Cash civil war may be negatively impacting crypto, and I do believe that. Okay, we're going to talk about that next because that's not helping out the game either. But, I think on the left flank here, very quietly, these institutions are making these coins out of thin air, and they haven't been audited. Okay, so this is just a swap out for fiat. If you ask me, it's just, what is these coins really backed by? Tether, again, it's been under scrutiny for some time. True USD, it says USD backed stable coin you can exchange and trust. I mean, I certainly don't trust it. I don't know if you do. Okay, we need to verify, not just trust. Okay, has it been verified? USD coin, a fiat to blockchain solution. I don't know about this. DAI, and I've noticed that these coins now are being used more and more and more. So, you got to ask yourself, these legacy institutions, they got a bunch of free, arguably, okay, because I don't know. It's just could be some counterfeit crypto, and they could be using it to buy up more Bitcoin and trade it amongst themselves. This on top of the over-the-counter trading that's going on, and this on top of the funny bunny stuff that's going on Bitcoin Cash, where you got a war going on by two camps, and everybody's being a little bitch, for lack of a better word. Let me keep it 1,000. People warring back and forth, and I don't like covering the drama and the gossip. But it is what it is. I'm sure you guys have tuned in. Everybody out there in that hard fork, or the majority of the people, are acting funny bunny, if you ask me. Let's look here in the population of the chat box, see what you guys have to say. Crypto won't adopt consensus models until pain is felt and crypto is forced to adopt superior consensus model, says Marlon Jones. That may be true. Sprinkler Ninja says Silver Eagle dollars are great stable coins, sort of. Bitcoin is my stable coin, says Cliff Martin. Revolutionist says proof of work is not truly decentralized, as over 3/4 of the crypto proof of work systems are managed by just seven companies. I doubt proof of work will last. Right. But at the end of the day, you know, it's anchored to the real world. You don't need to be elected to be a miner. The only barrier to entry is the actual mining equipment. Okay. So that's not to say that someone else can't make another equipment and compete on the networks. This opposed to proof of stake, when, you know, things like EOS, for instance, there's only 21 block producers. People can think that and look at that as a cartel. Okay, so I happen to see the value of proof of work. And let's talk about proof of work in relation to these stable coins. These stable coins, okay, are they proof of work? Because if they're not, I want to know what gives them their value and how they could be being used as, you know, arguably counterfeit crypto. I want to know. Question to the miner: is Bitcoin cheaper to buy than mine at these prices? You know, you got to ask the miners. And I think mining price out there, D-Rock, is variable according to where you are and what your actual electricity costs are. Me says, why so excited? Below 5.8 triggered champ. No, I'm starting to see here with these funny bunny stable coins. And, you know, I'm starting to call them to question. You know, while everybody's talking about the negativity with the Bitcoin Cash hard fork impacting the game, I think that that's true. But what's up with these stable coins? Okay. And I think a problem with these stable coins is that they're not proof of work. So what gives them their value? Okay. And it's basically counterfeit crypto the way I'm looking at it. So let me know if you agree or disagree. This is a thought. This is a stream of thought that I'm having right here. So let me know. Sorian George says Bitcoin on NYCE on 12th of December. Any news about or just rumors? I think it's gonna, the back is gonna go on line somewhere on December 14th. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not sure if you're talking about that, the New York Commodity Exchange or the New York Stock Exchange. I'm specifically talking about the backed exchange, which is owned by ICE, the same people that own NASDAQ. They'll go online sometime mid-December. Don't look behind the curtains. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Smokescreen, protect your Bitcoin and hodl. Yeah, I mean, that's a standard. Okay, I think the boomers are way past that. Are we panicking trying to sell our Bitcoin right now? Bitcoin is the leader. I've been telling you guys for a long time, get a bit, throw it under the mattress. All these other altcoins are following the wake of Bitcoin. Okay, if Bitcoin doesn't succeed, I think that the altcoins are hard pressed to see the light as well. That's my personal opinion. And Bitcoin is succeeding. It's already survived the hard fork to Bitcoin Cash. Now let's see if Bitcoin Cash could survive this hard fork that's going on into Satoshi's Vision and Bitcoin ABC. If you guys want to follow exactly what's going on, watch the Bitcoin Cash fork as it happens. It's going to occur, and maybe, you know, if it hasn't already, it's probably going to happen any second now, within the hour. You could see the competing teams: Team ABC, which has Roger Ver and his cronies, and then Team Satoshi Vision, which has Craig Wright and his cronies. This gentleman, Craig Wright, I'm going to keep it 1,000. I don't know much about this guy, but just seeing what he's tweeting out there, he seems funny bunny to me. I'm going to keep it 1,000. He seems like the fake Satoshi, if you ask me. And if he is the real Satoshi, then go ahead and verify it and send a transaction and stop talking all that smack out there, Craig. Okay? I don't know if he's the true Satoshi. You know, prove it. Okay? Prove us wrong out there. Who got the nodes, fork execution? You can read all this. I'm not going to dip, dive, and slide into this because, you know, Champagne doesn't like covering the negativity. I think that this has brought some negative light into crypto, and the mainstream media, they're eating it up. Okay, I saw CNBC already running articles calling this the crypto civil war. And that's what it is. That's what they're trying to spin it as. So, being that they're spinning it as a bad thing, I don't think that the price is going to go down that much more. I think that this is going to hold out, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that this is going to hold out. We may dip down to 5,000. You know, I told you guys, wait till Friday. I still think 58 to 83 could be the pocket. But let's see. Let's see. Me says, just found a tool where Weez can long short. You know, I don't know about this. It seems like I'm not, this is not the day for Champagne. You're going to be removed out here, out there, Mies. I'm not appreciating any shilling today. You got it wrong with Champagne today. I'll keep it 1,000 with you. See you later. All right, just had to throw somebody out the box there for shilling some coin out there with the, you know, I don't like any funny bunnies out here, guys. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. So let's get back to the point. Champagne's not having it. These folks are damaging the value of cryptos because it basically proves that their systems cannot handle it and that they're splitting to split the load. Cardano will have none of this nonsense. Okay, hopefully, you know, I think right now the topic at hand is if, you know, what's going to happen to the price of Bitcoin. I think, you know, that's definitely going to impact Cardano. That's what it is. Most stable coins have consensus model like Ripple, which works off a Byzantine agreement where consensus is centralized and offers not much value. And that's the problem with these centralized coins. And that could be a problem with these stable coins. If you ask me out there, Marlon, it could be a problem. You know, I think that while everybody's focusing on the negative impact of Bitcoin Cash hard fork, I think they are sleeping on all these stable coins that have been created and how they may be negatively impacting. Just think about it. Let's say if someone had a fake money printer and they just started buying up a bunch of properties in the neighborhood, people would be like, well, what's going on? And then they sold them back for a cheaper price. It doesn't matter. It's like, you know, they had a counterfeit currency to begin with. Of course they can sell it back to you for cheaper. Yeah, y'all heard it. This is not the day to try champagne. No, I'm not in a bad mood out there, but you know, we got shillers out here, and I'm not in I'm not in the mood to be talking to shillers out there. And I really can't stand people, you know, with all the you know, like that little TM and all these little, you know, extra things on the. It makes it hard to read. You gotta, you know, type it out clearly so I can read it live. I favor proof of authority or mark of chain Monte Carlo, MCMC. I don't know about that, Marlon. I have to probably tune into that. I have to learn about that. If you're just tuning in, it's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're talking about the Bitcoin price drop, Bitcoin Cash hard fork, and then stable coins, how they may impact crypto. Okay, I think they may impact crypto. I'm looking at these stable coins like possible counterfeit crypto out there. And while everybody's focused on that Bitcoin Cash hard fork and how it's negatively impacting the game, which I do agree, because I think Craig Wright is a fake Satoshi, but that's what it is, guys. These guys fighting like little soy boy schoolgirls are killing the space. We should be working together, not fighting amongst ourselves. Indeed. Indeed. I agree with you, Crypto Stacks. We got to figure out, you know, how to ignore this. That's why Champagne doesn't cover it. You know, that's why Champagne doesn't cover it. I mean, I let you guys know this is actually the story of the day, obviously, and how it could be impacting the game. But, you know, it's something I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in Bitcoin SV. Here's the price. If you guys, you know, want to know about the price, it's 88 bucks. It's been tanking. It's now 57%. Satoshi's Vision with the fake Craig Wright out there, the fake Satoshi. And then you got Bitcoin Cash ABC, which is up out there at $304. And I'm not in either of them, including Bitcoin Cash. This is all good, but I prefer having Bitcoin. Shout out to Derek McLean. Shout out to Dolphin134 and the rest of the boomers. Marlon says he'll be covering consensus models on his next show. Check it out for more info. Okay. D-Rock says most people have short-term memory. Good chance this won't be remembered next year. This time I'm buying the dips. I agree, D-Rock. I think that, you know, we just got to identify the funny bunny. Snipe it out the box. And remember that Bitcoin's been around for 10 years. It's the leader out there. Everybody fighting, everybody chasing these baby altcoins out there when you should have a bit, if you ask me. The storm blows and Bitcoin remains. Good morning. Rough times in crypto today, says Double X. Good morning to Double X out there. So let's look at the price here at 54.70. It looks like we hit a bottom yesterday. It looks like it finally went after hitting look, this candle went almost to what, 5,100, 5,190 about. Now back to 54.77. I think that this week we're just going to have to wait this attack on the left flank out and see what's going to happen. Like I said, let's wait it out till Friday, see exactly where the price is by Friday. And if it's gone back to 6,000 after this hard fork settles down, or if not, if these stable coins are going to continue to short-term impact the market here with the funny bunny. I don't know. Shout out to the funny bunny, says Marlon Jones. Shout out to you. Mark D says, hey, champ, looks like retail is going to be scared out for a while. No way to sugarcoat it. Yeah, indeed. I think that as far as a boom, I'm going to stay to what I'm saying. I don't think there's going to be a boom till next year, maybe even late next year, okay? Everybody's saying it was going to boom there. I told you guys. In my opinion, we're going to have to wait this longer. Now, as far as how impacted the price could be, how low could it go? It's, I thought 55 is the bottom. It's what I was saying, 58, 55, and that's where we're at right now. So we're kind of like on the edge right now. Have to wait it out and see what happens. Lucian triggered the YouTube. Let me show your comment. He says FBCH. He's not feeling out there. And, like I said, I really don't care. And that's fine. I think people have it's okay to fork a coin or whatnot. And, there's no reason to be fighting back and forth and saying you're the real Satoshi. And I think that doesn't really add any value. And furthermore, if this gentleman was really the real Satoshi, I don't think that the real Satoshi would be behaving in a way to be attacking the crypto community. It looks like, to me, from what I understand, he had the crypto ethos, okay? And he's against the banks, not the crypto community. Mark D says, love it or hate it, Ripple can emerge as a leader here. For the short term, Ripple may come out. Okay, but for the long term here, it's still Bitcoin because Ripple's centralized. What's its proof? Can you mine Ripple? It's the same thing with these stable coins. I think people haven't figured it out. But the banks certainly have. Instead of using fiat, okay, to acquire Bitcoin for the business that they're about to run, they just make funny bunny crypto in the form of stable coins and arguably Ripple and then buy up the Bitcoin. Okay, what everybody's trying to get here is the bits, if you ask me. So, I'm not a believer in Ripple, Mark D. I think that the true boomers know what the value of Bitcoin is. It's not only that it has the first mover advantage, but it has the actual proof of work. And yeah, some people may say that there's centralization with the mining, but it's way more decentralized than a lot of these other blockchains out there, including the proof of stake ones that some are speculating on. And those proof of stake, a lot of the developers are the ones that control the majority of the coins on those blockchains. Derek McLean says Ripple is useless. Indeed, Ripple's good for now. Ripple's trash. Now, Ripple may be introduced as the bank coin. You'll start seeing, you're hearing now of the IMF, perhaps considering countries to use their own stable coins. Because, guys, why wouldn't they do it? They can just make a coin out of thin air that no one can mine and say that it's worth money. What gives it its worth? It should be the work, the mining capacity. There's no more hash power than Bitcoin right now. And that's what gives it all its worth. Just like the Fed, they'll just print more junk to steal your gold. Exactly, D-Rock. They just print a bunch of paper and they buy up all your gold with it. And then they control the price of gold and silver because they control the buying power with this funny bunny fiat. So what we got to do is make sure that they don't pull the okie dokie on us the same way they did with the fiat with these stable coins. Don't use the stable coins. I'm not using them. More bits, and more bits. Indeed, boss lady. Drop that off the ceiling. Crypto Stack says he's not going to lie. He wouldn't mind seeing the price drop more to get rid of the people who don't belong and also be able to get in at levels like last year to recover losses. Yeah, that you make a point out there, Crypto Stacks. It could be a good time for people to get back in. And, for those that they lost when the price went up, so much, you know. That's what it is out there. Revolutionist says 3/4 of Bitcoin and ETH are mined by only 7 companies, so they are not only truly decentralized. I think someone will eventually come up with a whole new way. Yeah, hopefully out there. But, you know, I still haven't been convinced that proof of stake is superior to proof of work. And at first, you know, I like the idea of proof of stake, but again, with proof of stake, you don't need to actually. So there, it makes it easier to manipulate. D-Rock says he feels the same. Price won't drop. Stop me. I'll just buy more. Shout out to D-Rock. Revolutionist hopes that Cardano will go down to its launch price. What was that? Is it 2 cents, 3 cents? Robert Hodgson says, thoughts on the chances of a further drop below 4K? I don't think it's going to drop under 4K. You know, again, if you weren't tuned in just a few minutes ago, I think we're basically on the line right here. I would expect things to rebound somewhere where it's at right now and go back closer to the $6,000 range. But it's still too early to call. I'm going to give it till Friday. If it stays in this range, we're going to have to readjust our targets and see what that may be. But we're still in the same range. I think that things will be trading between 6,000 and 8,000 for some time. This may just be, you know, a dip due to that hard fork, due to these stable coins flooding. And we just got to wait this out. Now, the possibility of it going down is also, you know, it's also higher right now, obviously, because, you know, things have kind of broke its support. But that's what it is. I think we're on the edge right now. We just got to wait it out. We're basically at 55. Kaboom! Where's my bomb out there? Boom! Dolphin 134 with the $1.99. Showing love there in the super chat. I appreciate you, Dolphin 134. Kaboom to you indeed out there. The super chat's open if you want to show love. We appreciate you, Dolphin 134. Do you have 2 on it? Do you have $2 to jump here in the population of the chat box? And if you don't, and you're just a broke boomer, drop a positive comment. We appreciate that as well. Derek McLean says 4,200. You know, I doubt it, Derek. I'm going to be honest with you. I doubt it out here. I think the price has really taken a hit. I mean, how further could it really go? You know, you got to understand also, you know, there is mining cost involved. You know, we've already been attacked. Look at this candle right here. You know, this one over here, this long candle. So it may even hold at 55 for a day. We don't know. Robert says, sorry, just tuned in. No problem. How much time left until the fork, says Matt. I think the fork is going to occur sometime. If it's not happening now, it should happen by 12 o'clock. And you can see the prices over here on Satoshi's Vision. Let's check out the current prices. 86 bucks for Satoshi's Vision and $296 for Bitcoin Cash ABC. And if you want to follow what's going on and read more, because I haven't really been covering it, Champagne doesn't really care. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Team ABC, Team SV, you can follow all the characters on Twitter and some of the observers or whatnot. It's linked down below. Marlon Jones thinks 4750 is the next major support. I don't think we have a clearly defined support. If you ask me, I think we gotta be here for a second, see what's going on. We've dipped into new waters since we broke the support. I think we're in new waters. We got to recalibrate right now, see what's really going on. But you may be right, Marlon. Cardano will be using proof of stake, and they have a plugin so that if someone comes up with a better way than Cardano can adopt, as their systems are open source and much more capable of adapting to changes. And that's actually something that's attractive. You know, the system is being designed to be scalable and interoperable. So that's a good thing. And I think that you know, that's something that adds value to the Cardano system, indeed. Derek McLean says it's going to be a couple years until 20K, at least 2, in my opinion, says Derek McLean. And you may be right. I think we're going to have to wait till the 2020 happening. The more that, you know, I'm looking at things and, you know, getting a gist of as to what's going on, you know, getting the vibes here in the population of the chat box and on the rest of the crypto sphere, I think that we may have to wait till 2020. Okay. I don't think it's going to be a complete meltdown with the price, but I think we may have to wait for 2020. Hopefully we'll see it at 2019 though. 3,000 and I'm selling my car and kidney, says Marlon Jones. And there you go. I mean, you know, if it takes a dip down that low, I mean, I think it's actually, you know, would be an opportunity if you ask me. Okay. I think it would shake out a lot of bad hands, and would give an opportunity to a lot of people and a lot of institutions that want to, you know, reposition their bags. So, you know, it could be a good thing in a way too. Will the current Bitcoin Cash exist after the fork, says Matt Hughes? Yeah, I mean, it will. And let's see if any of these other coins here will surpass it. You know, that's the argument, that they're superior, and that they're the true Satoshi vision, or they're the real Bitcoin. Everybody's arguing. But the real Bitcoin is the real Bitcoin. It's the one that's at #1. It's right here. And everything else is just a knockoff out there. Okay. It's just a knockoff. It has its first mover advantage. It has the most hash power on the networks. And it's, you know, demanding the highest price. So it is what it is. Is Bitcoin forking again, says Revolutionist? I don't know. And, you know, I'll take that as a good thing. If it let it fork, it doesn't matter. You know, like, it's just an extra dividend for those that are holding the Bitcoin, arguably. But I don't think anything's going to knock off Bitcoin from its #1 spot. I'm going to keep it honest with you. D-Rock says there's a chance for anything. We might see 1K in 5 years. This continues, it will just stop the .com bubble with all these BS coins. Yeah, and I think we're following a similar trajectory as the .com bubble did. And you could see, you know, after the .com crash, that, you know, some of the first mover, the companies that had the first mover advantages, they rose from the ashes, and they, you know, they remained as leaders. And I think that's what's going to happen here with crypto. As you see, you know, this crash of crypto, those first movers that's been around are the ones that are going to survive. Crypto Gaming says fake Toshi is cancer. It says, yeah, well, you know, I gave my personal opinion. I don't believe that Wright is Satoshi. He's claiming he's real Satoshi. And if he is, then just, you know, prove it. And that's it. And end the fight out there. Just prove it. And then, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I think it's funny bunny. It's just a bunch of propaganda, if you ask me. Cash Coin says Crow XP. Yeah, I saw that website, Cash Coin. I think it's, I'm not sure if it's Dance or if you're trying to shill something else, but I noticed that that was one that was tracking the nodes out there, if I'm not mistaken. Derek McLean says, so far the first movers are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance. I wouldn't say Binance. I don't think Binance is a first mover. Binance came into the game later than those. You know, it's no Binance. You know, it's something. You know, they just moved over to Malta or whatnot, so they haven't been around not even half the time that ETH has or Bitcoin. That's not to say I don't like, you know, Binance, but that's, you know, they're not a first mover. Crow XP says, what happened after the counter comes to zero? Yeah, then the coins will exist, the Bitcoin Cash and the Bitcoin ABC, and they will be, you know, officially useful, is my understanding. You'll be able to use the coin, and the coin will be online, and they'll be mining blocks. So, you know, the miners will start mining the blockchain on its own. And then people will be able to buy and trade it on the exchanges. Right now, they're already trading the futures. And you could see the price right now for Satoshi Vision at 92. And the price for Bitcoin Cash ABC is at 295. I'm excited for the future of Cardano, says Boss Lady. So am I. So am I. I think, you know, it's an interesting blockchain, and I like how they're building it with the scalability and the interoperability. And you make a good point, Revolutionist. Should there be another better consensus model that's superior to proof of work or proof of stake, they'll be able to pivot and they'll be able to adapt, which is a good thing. I like that. Binance is the first mover because they're the first exchange to offer their own native token, and they're the biggest exchange to date. I don't think they're the first exchange to offer their first token. I've seen other exchanges. One that comes to mind is Cryptopia had their own token too. Are they the biggest exchange to date? Maybe. I don't know. But, you know, But we're just arguing over little things out there, Derek. It's not a big deal. I know you're holding the Binance token. I don't got anything against it, but it's centralized to me. You know, again, it could be a stable coin. We don't know. You know, I wouldn't put it in the same category as Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's not even a proof of work coin, my understanding. Have you heard of Particle? Yes, Jack. Hitesh says, is investing in Bitcoin still profitable or too late? We don't know because we're not crypto professionals. We just give our opinions out here. We believe in the future of Bitcoin, and that's why we're online. Marlon Jones says Bitcoin is the only sure crypto to keep your money in. There you go. Marlon also says altcoins offer chances at much larger gains, but Bitcoin is the first mover that will last the test of time. And I tend to agree with you. Crypto Gaming believes that he thinks that 2019, the first quarter, will be back at 10K. And that's what someone like Mike Novogratz over there at Galaxy Digital, that hedge fund, has been saying. And some other characters, I think Tom Lee with Fundstrat or whatnot. I'm not sure if I believe that. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that we're going to be trading a bit more sideways before the kaboom. But, you know, it's just to manage expectations. Now, if we're trading at 10K by Q1, that would be a positive thing for those that are holding the bits, and for the altcoins that are following in the Bitcoin wake, like Cardano, like EOS, like Monero, like the rest of them. You notice that Bitcoin made a move, and all the other coins made that move south as well yesterday. Each other, and yet I don't even care. You know, at the end of the day, let's see how long this even impacts the price of Bitcoin. I remember when Bitcoin Cash said that it was going to destroy Bitcoin and that it was the true Bitcoin, and then the fork occurred and all this thing happened, and at the end of the day, all you got was more coins. So, you know, at the end of the day, we could just be getting more coins out here, and it could just be a bunch of caddy armies are falling for it, and those that don't understand Bitcoin may be put off, and they may be selling their bags out there. And then you got this factor with the stable coins that I was talking about that kind of fired me up at the beginning of the broadcast. What's up with all these stable coins? There's a bunch of stable coins now being created out of thin air. They don't have any proof of work, is my understanding. They're not mineable, and none of them have actually been audited. So they could arguably be counterfeit crypto being used to just buy up the bits out there. You know, I don't know. And then they may be selling those bits that they bought with the counterfeit crypto for actual real fiat, and selling it at a discount just to liquidate. You don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm just asking these questions. But I think it's definitely something that people haven't been talking about, you know, the impact that these stable coins may have on the market. And again, like I said, I don't know. I'm just asking the question. You know, be a block producer, I don't know, or whatnot. So, you know, that's what it is. So I think it's an interesting project, Vincent. And, you know, like I said, I had a little baggie on it. So, you know, hopefully it works out. But again, when it comes to EOS and all these other tokens, I'm going to say it. I don't think that they pale in comparison to Bitcoin. I think they're just, you know, something to play with when it comes to crypto. Bitcoin is a real leader. Bitcoin is immortal and immune from current and future bears, says Marlon. Marlon also agrees with Crypto Gaming. He thinks that Bitcoin capitulation will come fast and furious, shake the weak ones, and shoot up like a rocket. Stable coins are an experiment. They're not going to last, says Crow XRP. Yeah, let's see. You know, they'll last as long as they can keep the funny bunny and people believing in the funny bunny. You know, I see a bunch of, you know, stable coins. Look at these coins. There's a bunch of them. Gemini has one now. It looks like I think Coinbase now has one, if I'm not mistaken. You know, Tether, True USD, a bunch of fake coins. I don't know if these are real. You know, how have they been audited? You know, fork underway, says Dennis Dunbar. Indeed, the fork is underway, according to Dennis. They're reporting for the front line. Thank you, Dennis. Matt Hughes is asking, what do you think could be the reason for ICE establishing Backed? Because the legacy financial system's running out of gas. They need something else to sell, and Bitcoin's the future. So they need crypto. Crypto doesn't need the banks. The banks needs crypto because crypto's taken over. So they want to have a platform where they can control and be somewhat of a middleman so that they can profit. That's why I think, again, that's my opinion. Crow XP says, what's your honest opinion on Ripple? Crow, you may have not been following me, but I think Ripple's trash and I had nothing to do with it. It smells like central banking. Marlon says, champ, EOS, you have to pay to set up an account. Transactions reverse. Consensus is centralized. In my opinion, might as well use PayPal. And I respect that opinion. I respect that opinion, Marlon. I'll tell you what, you can't stake any PayPal tokens and receive, rewards. You can with EOS. The Shintai platform allows you to lease the EOS tokens. I think I've covered that before. So there is some sort of opportunity to earn more EOS as opposed to your example there. So, that's something that attracted me to begin with. I think we've covered it before. The Revolutionist says, Lucian, I agree. And when I think of buying coins, I always question how many Cardanos I can buy. Revolutionist, a bull when it comes to Cardano, leading the charge out there. Definitely bullish through these crypto storms out there. He doesn't care. He wants more Cardano, more ADA, more ADA, kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Let me throw a bomb for you. And a sniper rifle as well. Kaboom. 42 minutes on the live broadcast. Guys, tomorrow we're going to do a second live stream in addition to our crypto broadcast in the mornings. We'll be doing a self-improvement, general crypto diet and exercise. We'll have open discussions on ways to self-improve, become better men out there in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. I invite you guys to tune in. Also, check out the last video we did last Friday. I'm trying to see if we can, set this up on Fridays, congregate here with the brothers in the population of the chat box, chop it up, and discuss ways on how to get better out there outside of just crypto. Derek says Ripple token is trash. Ripple as company doesn't even need the Ripple token to process their transactions. It's a scam, says Derek McLean. Marlon will be earning with more masternodes. Shout out to Marlon. Revolutionist says, Crow XRP, I have a small bag of Ripple only because that appears to be the banker's interest into crypto, so that might boom. And you might be right. For the short term, it may be positively impacted as far as price goes, but I don't want anything to do with it. Marlon says, on the other hand, I love BitShares. Dan hit it out the park with BitShares. And that's what attracts me to EOS. It's kind of a hybrid between the Steemit system and the BitShares system. It takes a little bit of both. And let's see where it all goes. I understand the critiques with it. And, that's why I'm not, pushing it or shilling it as the #1 blockchain or anything like that. I'm trying to be fair and balanced with it. I'm a maximalist when it comes to Bitcoin. All right, guys, we've been streaming for 45 minutes. I'll take a few more comments and questions, and I'll be out of here again. Check out last Friday's live stream with the self-improvement. Check out all the live streams, everything linked down below. Make sure you're subscribing, liking, subbing, tuning in every morning. We're spreading the good crypto word. I got a little turned up today. I had to throw somebody out the box out there, and it's what it is out there. Sometimes, you're not as you're not as tolerant as other days. That's what it is. On the battle line, but just checking back in. Shout out to CryptoZilla out there. Shout out to CryptoZilla, one of our high-ranking officials out of Tokyo. I see you, CryptoZilla. Marlon Jones says, I've been using the DEX built on BigShares. Learning curve is steep, but I see why there are the future. Trading with no third-party custodian like legacy platform. Very low fees. Yeah, and I've been a lifetime member there with BitShares for some time. If you guys are interested with the BitShares decentralized exchange, I have it linked down below. I'm a believer when it comes to decentralized exchanges. I have videos linked down below, top 5 blockchain industries that I expect to boom in the near future, and DEX exchanges are one of those. Throw them out, champ. Sometimes you got to do it. Yeah, sometimes you got to do it. They come, they shill, they say too many things out there. I know who the boomers are. I know who the boomers are, and it's not like I don't want to listen to competing opinions, because you guys know I don't agree with all you guys all the time. But if everybody's respectful, it's all good. But when you got the trolls coming in, I don't got any patience for the trolls. I'll throw them out. Block Tech says, my mistake until now has been to look for the tech and not hype marketed coin. I've lost a shit ton of money, but still supporting tech projects like KMD, Komodo. Yeah, I know Komodo was shilled for a while out there. Busy day with a lot of movement, says CryptoZilla. Indeed. Derek McLean says, when did someone get tossed out the box? At the beginning, somewhere at the beginning of the broadcast. I think someone was trying to shill a coin, if I'm not mistaken. A newbie. All right, guys, I'll take some more comments and questions. Champ, are you using any dApps like BitTube, Brave, BitShares? I use BitShares. I definitely use BitShares, and I got a link down below. BitTube I haven't used. We've talked about that already, and I gave you the reasons. And Brave I haven't downloaded. Although, I mean, I like Brave, what it stands for. I haven't downloaded because the only access I have to download is through the Google Play, and you know how I feel about that. I don't like linking crypto wallets to emails, personal emails for that matter. Marlon says we need to promote using dApp platforms. There are far and few in between. We must bring them to the herd to get the good ones. Yeah, and I know the prior live stream, I think it was yesterday or the day before, we were looking at some of those dApps that are popular. If you guys are interested in seeing, you know, some of the popular dApps, you could check out stateofthedapps.com or dApp Radar. Revolutionist says it's not one coin to rule them all, and Cardano's platform is aiming to unite them all with plugins. Thereby, Cardano could become the crypto foundation. Let's see. Let's see. All right, guys, we'll end it with that. Thanks for you boomers out here always tuning in with me. Champagne in the morning, spreading that good crypto word out here. I want to be back tomorrow with the self-improvement thread, the live stream out there, and also the crypto morning broadcast as well. So tune in. Okay, tune in. Shout out to Suave House. He says, "Sub champ, how about the Ripple how about Ripple and XLM? I'm not into them." Iceman says, "Been a while, but what's going on with Bitcoin Cash hard fork? Did the fork occur?" I believe the fork just occurred, and you can rewind and get our opinion on it. But I'm actually out of here. We've been streaming for about 50 minutes, so I appreciate all you maniacs for tuning in. Make sure you're kabooming the like and the subscribe and the post notification. Shout out to Dennis, Boss Lady, Iceman, Suave House, Marlon, Revolutionist, Derek, CryptoZilla, McLovin, Block Tech, and the rest of the boomers. Dolphin 134 with the super chat today. I appreciate you all you maniacs out there. Stay booming. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.